Hello, good evening and welcome to my channel. My name is Faye and this is Fairy Floss Creates. This is my channel all about cross stitch and embroidery and crochet and all the fun handicrafts and creative things that I get up to. So I've had a couple of really nice crafty weeks, so I did think it was time to pop along on here and come and give you a crafty update and share with you some of the really nice things that I've been doing, making, creating these last couple of weeks. So I've got a nice little pile of things to show you. Some of them are cross stitch, some of them are needlework, and some are sewing, and there's some crochet as well. So it's a really nice range today. So if you're just here for the cross stitch, there is some, but if you're here for a bit of everything, that's even better, because you know I've become a bit of a multi-crafter. I'm really enjoying spending my time just working on lots of different things now, rather than just the same thing. That makes not a lot of sense. Yeah, rather than the same thing all the time. So let's have a look at what I've been doing, what I've been up to, where I've been going. So a week on Sunday, a couple of weeks ago, I had my Show Up and Stitch group, which is a really nice group. We get together once a month in London. We usually go to the South Bank Centre, but the last couple of times we tried to get there, it's either been closed for refurbishment, and last time it was the BAFTAs. How very rude. So we couldn't go in because the BAFTAs were on there. So we went down to a really nice cafe around the corner called Evie Cafe, and because it was such a sunny, lovely day, we got to sit outside and enjoy the sunshine. So luckily, that day I was able to work on one of my smalls. If you saw my last video, you'll have seen all my cross stitch whips, and I have realised I have got 26 whips, but no, 25, because I did some on the day at Show Up and Stitch, but then I managed to complete my little bee. So this is a Lizzie Kate. It's a bee, and what's it called? I think it's called Little Bee. I'm not sure. I'll check. But it's so nice, and I put a little bee charm. It should have been a flower charm, but I thought, you know what, let's get a bee on there instead, keep with the theme. And I just think it's so cute. So I'm going to get a nice flat lay for it. I think I'm going to get some nice bee material to go around it and make like a little fabric frame for it, and do a nice little flat lay, and maybe pop it on my window ledge or something. As you know, I'm quite good at finishing things, but never actually FFOing them. But I'd like to just get into the habit of doing them, FFOing things a little bit more. If I know that I've got the space to actually display it, some things will go in a flat folder because they'll wait till we get a bigger house, and then I'll be able to frame them and whatnot and do really nice things for my new house. But for the little things like that, I really should just get into the habit of flat laying and finishing and just presenting them really nicely. Otherwise I'm going to end up with so much to do when we do eventually move on. So because I've got to finish and I'm down to 25, I've picked up it's not a new start, it's a new whip, a different whip. And this is one I did a little mini start on last year, and this is really nice. It's the blue flower, and it's Tudor ermine. Ermine. I say ermine, I could be wrong. I usually am quite wrong, but it's this really lovely, I used to call it a ferret, but it's not a ferret, it's an ermine. And the reason I got this is because last year it was the coronation of the king, and there was all these really nice patterns in Cross Stitcher magazine, and I was a bit spoilt for choice. And then when we went to see all the robes on display, a lot of them do have ermine tails and ermine fur in them, so I thought, oh, that'd be actually quite nice. So this is going to be my little coronation piece. So when it's finished, I'll zhuzh it up with a few little crowns and what, I don't know. I'll get some nice sort of coronation fabric to finish it. And yeah, this will be my nice little sort of 2022, no, 2023, last year it was 2023. What was I saying? Coronation piece. So this is how far I've got with this. Like I say, it is a bit of a new whip. I can't even remember where and when I started it, but I've got a tiny bit of it done. But it's a good start. That's actually just a trail of thread. Let me move that out of the way a bit. There we go. Yeah, so that's how much I've got done so far. So I'm working around the border. It is quite, there's a lot of counting involved with that, so it is a bit of a tricky one to get going on. So I'm not aiming for this to be my next complete finish, because yeah, it's a really nice... Right, my camera went all dodgy then. So yeah, because it's a really nice slow stitch. I'm just going to take my time on it, dip into it now and again, and I've got some other things to fill in the interim as well with it. But at the moment I'm just really liking the colours. I love this blue fabric. I think I got this as a bit of a offcut from one of the retreats I went on, and yeah, it just looks really, really nice on here. I'm hoping that when I get to the ferret, not the ferret, the the ermine in the middle, that really nice white ermine is going to really pop out on this deep blue fabric. So yeah, that is my stitching piece at the moment. So that's what I'm working on for the foreseeable future. I've got a couple of mill hills that need finishing, so I'm going to commit myself to a beading day at some point. Now the cat is on the prowl at the moment, so you might get a visitor in a minute, but there's like, we've opened the windows today and there's like an opposite... Oh, here we go. There we go. He just wanted to nudge the camera then go. That's okay, that's fine. There's an absolute ton of flies coming to our house because we've got the windows open. So the cat's going a bit mad with all the flies. Luke's been painting with his oils, so there's like fumes in the other room. So there's paint fumes, there's flies. The cat is seriously overstimulated right now. Right, so there we go. That is my cross stitch for the week. There will be more. Got lots of other little ideas, lots of other things I need to get out. So next, let's talk about my crochet. So frustratingly, beginning of last week, I ended up with a great pain in this finger, and it ended up being strapped up for a while. So I've not done as much crochet as I've wanted. As you know, I am working on lots of flowers for my wedding. So here's my little bundle for now. I've already got another pile that Amy's been making for me as well. This basket should be full by now, but because I've been a bit not so fingery, it's not full at the moment. So plan of action this week is to bash out some more flowers and try and fill another basket, because eventually I need a whole flower wall of these flowers. So I mean, I've got about 3 or 4 months left. It's maybe 3 months, I'm not sure. There's still 3. There's still time. It's okay, we're moving. So I have got a couple more now to toss into that basket. So I'm going to just pop them out and put them in. So over the weekend, while I was in Wetherspoons, I made a really nice red one. So that's going to make its way in there. And then, oh, this has got a bit squished, but it's okay. See the general gist. I love making these, actually. They're really, really fun and easy to make. I mean, I'm not sure I'm a tutorial kind of person. I tried to follow a tutorial, but I think I have just made it up myself a little bit. I mean, I could never go at making a tutorial and showing you like my method of doing it, but it might not be the most accurate and, you know, professional crochet video you'll ever see. So, you know, if you want me to have a go at tutorials. But yeah, they're my little crocheted flowers so far. So much fun to make. It's all about the flowers at the moment. I mean, to be honest, once we've had our wedding, I've got so many other crochet plans, but for the time being, I'm just committing to the cause and getting as many flowers as done as possible. These roses I'm bashing out because they're so easy to do, but I have got some of the flowers I want to try as well. I've got a sunflower pattern somewhere, so I'd really like a load of sunflowers. And there's some, this is a really nice book of crochet flowers. I've got a couple of crochet flower books. This one's nice because it's small and it fits in my little pack. So I want to try and make, where are they? They're nice. Where are they? Can't find it now. Oh yeah, these are gorgeous. They'd be so nice on the tables, these water lilies. I don't know. There we go. I really would like to have a go at making those as well. And you crochet beads into them, which looks quite exciting. So that'd be a really nice skill to learn. So maybe in the holidays I'll give that a whirl. I also like these Tudor roses as well. I think they're really nice. I could do some of those in lots of different colours. They don't necessarily have to be the traditional Tudor rose, even though I am a Lancastrian, therefore I am a red rose girl. And those pink cosmoses as well are really, really pretty. I wouldn't mind trying to do some of those and just do the different colours. But to be honest, this is my pack. This is what I take to work with me. Sit in my staff room every lunchtime, get out my hooks and crochet a few more flowers. Can't do it on the bus. The bus is too busy. I'm just not that person that can crochet on a bus. But yeah, absolutely love getting them out at lunchtime. If it's a nice day, sometimes I stop off at a coffee shop on the way home and do a bit more, or maybe the beer garden, depending on what kind of mood I'm in. However, it is about 3 days before payday at the moment, so there'll be no beer gardens this week, I don't think. However, we did have a good afternoon in Wetherspoons crocheting flowers yesterday. So that's my crochet to share with you. And then let's talk about this weekend, or this last weekend. Which way around? I don't know. I'm not very good at English, librarian or whatnot. So last Saturday, 2 days ago, we took a trip to Tunbridge Wells and a good time was had by all. So a couple of years ago on my summer holidays, I had a day trip to Tunbridge Wells, and it turns out it's a really lovely place. And there's a really nice part of town down at the bottom of the hill called the Pantiles, and there's all these lovely little cafes and lovely sort of bougie shops, and there's this beautiful fabric shop called Pincushion Pantiles, and really lovely people that run it, really friendly and chatty when you go there. And yeah, I had a great time. I bought lots of really nice things. I've been to their stall a couple of times when they've done them at the Quilt Festival. So I thought, you know what, I want to go back to Tunbridge Wells. So I was having a look online, and on Saturday they were hosting what they called the Picnic in the Hall, where everyone was getting together like a day retreat and doing some stitching, which was just right up my street, to be honest. So I thought, you know what, I'll go to that because I'm not going on any cross stitch retreats this year because it's just a bit expensive. We've got the wedding to pay for. But I thought, you know what, it'd be really nice to go on a day retreat, and it's something a bit different. It's sewing, it's not quite cross stitch, and it'll be something really enjoyable to do. So we booked our train tickets, and Luke came along with me for the ride. And whilst I was at the remove your bottom, thank you. Whilst I was at the stitching day, Marley, Luke, he loves rubbing himself against things, but happens to sometimes be the camera. Right, train of thought gone in 1 second. So whilst I was on the stitching day, Luke went off with his paintbrushes and went all around all the different parks in Tunbridge Wells and did a bit of painting, had a good walk around. So yeah, it benefited us both. It was really nice. So we got to the stitching day and it was so lovely. Everyone was really friendly there, and I sat on a table and ended up sitting with these two lovely, lovely ladies, Kaz and Amanda. And they were so welcoming, they were so friendly. They knew each other already, and they're just like, oh, come and join in with us. And we just got chatting all about fabrics. And you know, I think everybody else pretty much lived in or near Tunbridge Wells. I was the one that had ended up coming all the way down from London because it just looked really exciting. So we had a really nice masterclass with Carolyn Foster, who makes quilts, and at the moment she's got this new book out all about scraps and how to do strings. I'm not very good with the lingo of quilting. I think it's string scrapping or string quilts, where you just use strips of quilts to or strips of fabric to make things up. So she taught us how to make a biscorno pincushion, and here's mine. And I did this in a day. I did this at the event itself. So yeah, it only took me about 2 or 3 hours to do, with lunch and everything as well. So I was so happy. I chose these really nice fabrics, this really lovely little purple scrap, this cute sort of ditzy one, this nice sort of 70s one in the middle, this really lovely poppy one, and a bit of a funky fox at the end as well. And then on the flip side, we were all given this same material to do as our backing, and we learned how to make the biscorno, how to I mean, I don't know why I've always thought they were so complicated. They just look a bit complicated, but actually were really good fun to make. So I feel like I might have a bit of a biscorno thing coming on soon. So watch yourselves at Christmas. You're going to end up with a biscorno for Christmas. And yeah, and then we put a little button in the middle of it to stick it together, and then you can pop your pins in it, which, it's just perfect. So much fun to do. Really, really enjoyable workshop. And then she showed us all her quilts. She held them all. Oh, she'd done some amazing, amazing quilts. I just find quilting so inspiring, even though I'm not technically a quilter yet. I've not made a quilt, partially because, you know, a bit of a lack of room. You live in a flat. I'm very excited about eventually moving to a bigger place where I can spread out more, make bigger things. But until then, Marley, have your moment. Until then, you know, little things like this are absolutely perfect. So I'm learning the skills, but eventually one day I'll be able to upsize. So yeah, made this lovely little pincushion, and I got a bit of extra work done on my own little project as well, which is my little hexes. Oh, Marley, it makes this so complicated. So this is where I'm at so far. I think I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, exactly 5 rows done. So I've only got, I think, 2 more rows to do. And then with this one, I think, do you know what? I've not held it up properly yet, but the colours look really, really good when I do that. What I'm going to do with this is just make it into a mini quilt and just practice how to do the batting on it, how to do the hand stitching on it to make it into a mini quilt, and do the binding as well, and just make myself like a really nice small, like a table mat, but I'll probably just put some nice little stitchy things on there eventually. I'll probably just go in my stitching corner. So yeah, I got a little bit more of that done, which was really, really nice. And then highlight of my day was winning on the raffle. Now, I never ever win on, well, no, that's a lie, I probably have done once or twice, but I barely win things, and it was just so nice to win a £20 voucher for the shop, for Pantile's shop. So after we'd finished the workshop and the picnic, which was about 4:30ish, she opened the shop for a while so we could go over there and have a little look around. We got a little bit of money off the fabric because we were there for the day, and we got to shop. So basically I had £20 to spend, so £20 in credit, should I say. So obviously I spent a lot more than that, but let me share with you the lovely things that I bought from Pantile's pincushions, and this is why I love the shop. So get the boring bits out of the way first. I bought some little inch hexes. So teeny tiny ones, there's 100 in there. Now I know you can go online, you can print them, you can cut them up yourself, and one day I will do that, but you know, I'm crocheting flowers for a wedding. I'm a busy woman. So I thought, you know what, for £3, I'll treat myself to 100 of those. And then, cause I've got a bit of an urge at the moment to do some teeny tiny things. So, yeah, I got some teeny tiny hexes. And of course, I got some nice fabrics. So it's really nice that they do their fabrics in eighths as well. And they roll them like this. So I got these really funky little elephants. Oh, how's the oh, it's not too bad. Elephants playing musical instruments, which is absolutely the best thing in the world, to be honest. So that's my first fabric I got. Totally doesn't go with anything yet. I'm sure it will do eventually. Then I got this really nice sort of ditzy teal colour. I thought that would be a really nice colour to use. I got, so it's also an eighth. Where's my other eighth gone? Right, I had a third one. Oh, it's there. It landed back in my bag. This really nice one, which sort of complements the other one. And so if I do pull those out, actually. And then a fat quarter of this really nice paisley hearts fabric. And I just think that's absolutely beautiful. So, to be honest, together, I don't know if that's a flat lay, but it'll do. They go really, really nicely together. They really complement each other. And I've probably got other things in my stash that can go along with those as well. So that was my little fabric haul. Then, of course, because I had money to spend, I treated myself to this Pretty by Hand Summer Sorbet quilt pattern with all ice creams, which I thought was really cute. And it's hand stitched as well. So obviously, if you know me, you know that I've got a machine phobia. So the more hand stitched things, the better. I think you do have to machine some of it eventually, but I love the idea of just finding really nice fabrics and scraps to make up all these little ice creams. I think it's super cute. And then, oh, this is just adorable. I can't wait to get going on this. I feel like I might even start it soon. Probably shouldn't, but you know. This is by Calico and Stitch, and this is the Sewing Sisters mini quilt. Now that's the picture on the bag. You don't see the whole quilt from that. If you go online, I'm sure you could probably see a picture of the whole thing. But it's all these little women in a little circle chatting to each other. And in the bag, it comes as a kit. So it comes with the backing, fabric that you need for the quilt. It doesn't, I don't think it comes with the batting, but it also comes with all these different little Liberty scraps as well. So you can make all your dresses out of all these little Liberty scraps. So, oh, I'm so excited about that. It's going to be like my first proper quilty project. So I'm going to psych myself up to make that. I don't want to like do what I did with cross stitch and go in all guns blazing and end up with like a load of whips like I've got now, but you know, I might do it soon. So yeah, that was such a nice day here at Tunbridge Wells. It was absolutely fabulous. So yeah, yesterday it was a really sunny morning, so we went out. We've got an allotment now. If you'd like me to share a video or some pictures of the allotment, or maybe even go stitch down the allotment, then do let me know if you fancy that kind of thing. And on the way home tonight, I'm a bit annoyed because I've subscribed to Crochet Now magazine, but my latest issue hadn't come, and I think it's about to go off the shelves, and I've emailed them a couple of times with no response. So I saw a copy in Tesco on the way home, so I grabbed it, and even though I might be getting a duplicate through the post at some point, I'm sure I can sell it on to somebody. Because I just fancy a mooch through Crochet Now, even though I'm only crocheting flowers for the time being. Look, it comes with a really nice funky crochet hook. So bear with me, and I'm sure there'll be a little short of what I fancy crocheting from this magazine coming soon. I've been really getting stuck into my shorts. So yes, there is a little short on my day trip to Tunbridge Wells. There's one of my different cat fabrics up there, my little Liberty haul from last week. So do have a little scroll through those as well and see some little updates. I'm not quite a TikToker yet, you know, I'm not that way inclined just yet, I don't think, but I'm having a lot of fun playing with clips and videos and things at the moment. I'm just really enjoying being back on YouTube generally, to be honest. So if you've enjoyed what you've seen today, please do like and please do subscribe. I'm really appreciative of all the new people that have come to join me. I think it's absolutely wonderful that you're interested in what I'm doing and you want to come and join me in my little crafty land of joy. You know, it's a good place to be. So yeah, let me know what you'd like to see me stitched on next. If you've got any ideas for my next cross stitch whip, just so I can kibosh my big fat pile of whips a bit more, that'd be really kind as well, helpful to me. And let me know what you're stitching on as well. So have a lovely week. I hope the sun stays shining in the UK, because it is really nice at the moment to be able to step out into the sunshine. But apart from that, keep smiling, keep stitching, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.